welcome to Simps Not So Anonymous. Thank you for joining us in our fight against the simp pandemic that is spreading throughout our great nation. This highly infectious disease that is making men weak and our women less submissive, destroying our families and causing our communities to fall into chaos. Today's simp tale is not fiction. These stories are based on actual events of a simp simping. The names will be changed to protect the innocent, but let's learn together, let's build together, let's fix this problem together. Welcome back, simps. Welcome back, my recovering simps, my self-realized simps, my recently realized simps, you young men that are starting to question whether or not you are a simp. If you're questioning it, you are. And it is your fault, but it's okay. You can get better. We can get better together. You don't need to stay a simp. Today I'm going to bring you another hypothetical situation in which this man simped hard. This man simped to the point it was self-destructive, to the point it hurt to his core. Hypothetically. Let's just say that you've decided to take a family vacation. You flew out of state. You went down to Disney World, let's say, hypothetically. When you flew down to Disney World, you had a little bit of a rough time, arguments, and let's just say hypothetically, it is very common because you're a simp that every time you go on vacation and things get a little bit, things go a little bit off course, things go a little bit awry, things don't go according to plan, you get to pay for it. You get accused of any number of things. You are treated like less than a human being. It is your fault somehow. And then when you do argue back, you've taken it way too far. Way too far. In this situation, let's just say that you've been simping all day. And you've realized that being a simp this day hadn't hurt so bad yet. It hadn't been too bad. It hadn't been too horrible. It hadn't been too ridiculous. And so you continue on simping. And in this particular situation, because it's Disney World, you've decided to go shopping that night at the Disney store to get things for the family that are hats, toys, whatever, your vacation souvenirs. And then as you're going up to you've picked out your stuff, you've got everything picked out, you're headed over to the cash register, but somebody needs to go to the restroom, and we'll just say it was the adult in the group, not the children, that needed to use the restroom. And because of that, they're frustrated. They may be doing the pee-pee dance a little bit, needed to go to the bathroom, but you're looking at that line at the cash register. You don't need to go to the bathroom, so you do something you've done over and over and over again. Hey, you know what? How about I stand in this line while you go to the bathroom, and that way I can be at the front by the time you get back. Now, here's the thing. When you did that to get on the rides at Disney World, it was no problem. Nobody thanked you. You weren't shown appreciation. But you weren't in trouble for it, right? You weren't told that you're doing something wrong. But for some reason, when you're suggesting that you stand in the line at the cash register, it is, I have lost you so many times today. You need to stay with me. And you say, you know what? Here's the thing. I'll tell you what. As soon as I get done at this cash register, I'm going to go sit at the table right outside from the cash register, and I won't move. I don't want to sit here for 3 hours after we go to the bathroom. I would sure like to, and it wasn't going to be 3 hours, but 20 minutes. You don't want to stand in line for 20, 30 minutes after you go to the bathroom to purchase the things so you can go back to your hotel. So you stand in the line. You let this person know you're going to stand in the line. And we'll just say hypothetically, your son, your oldest son, decides to stand in that line with you. So you stand in this line, assuming they're going to be back before you get to the cash register. They didn't make it back. Like I say, 20 minutes, no problem. So you go ahead and sit at that table like you said you were going to, and you sit down, and you're joking with your son, and you're hanging out, and time's passing. So 20 minutes at the register, you're sitting outside almost a half hour. Half hour, you're like 30 minutes. It's been almost an hour since you've seen this person, but you told them you weren't going to move. You told them you were not going to move. And you're a simp, so you're not going to move. So you wait another half hour. You're talking over an hour you've been waiting at this table for somebody that just needed to go to the bathroom. Now, you waited 20 minutes at the cash register. Maybe there was a 20-minute wait at the bathroom, right? It could have been. It is a women's bathroom. It's not a men's bathroom. But I would say an hour and a half is pretty damn long for a bathroom wait. So you finally say, you know what? I can't sit here all night. Probably time I get up and go find out where my family's at. So you do so. You get up and you walk all through the store that you just walked out of, and you can't find them. And you go to the bathrooms and you call into the bathrooms. Hey, anybody in there? No, they're not. So now you're terrified. Now you're scared. And nobody's answering their cell phone for some reason. Nobody seems to be wanting to pick up their cell phone for some reason. So finally what you do is you go outside of the store and you walk all the way around the outside of the store. And I don't know if any of you have ever been to Disney World and been to the Disney store. It's a pretty big store. It's a long walk all the way around. But as you're walking all the way around the Disney store, you find the stadium seating, not tables, not the stuff that you pointed at, not the stuff that you showed them you were going to be at. There's no tables where this is at. At the stadium seating that's all the way over by the water, you find your family. And you've been waiting for over an hour. You're upset. You've waited for over an hour. Now, did you come out there and did you scream? Did you curse? Yeah, you did. You did. A little bit. But like this is exactly what's said, is you go, because they're pretty far away from you, you go, hey, what the hell? I've been waiting at that table for over an hour. Where in the hell have you been? And instead of saying, hey, I'm sorry, I couldn't find the table. They could have found that table. They knew exactly where you were at. That they left you there on purpose. But you want to assume the best. You're like, I didn't move. I did what you told me. I didn't move. I was waiting for you. And their answer to you is, I can't believe that you're talking to me like that. All I said was, what the hell? I didn't say, hey, you stupid effing this, that, and everything else. Why in the hell would you leave me sitting out there for over an hour and a half to prove that you're the one in charge? Why would you do that to me? You didn't say that. You didn't say any of that. What you said was, what the hell? I've been waiting for you for an hour and a half, right where you told me to stay. Right where, as a simp, I sat there for over an hour without you answering your cell phone, without you willing to go ahead and show me that you're safe, show me that you were paying attention, show me that I did good, show me that I did what you told me to do again. But no, because I wasn't willing to follow you to the bathroom, because I wanted to go ahead and save us a little bit of time that day, you went ahead and decided to prove a point and leave me sitting at that table for over an hour and a half while your oldest son is sitting there with me wondering, where's his family? And the other two children are sitting there wondering, where's my dad? And you guys are sitting there with nothing to do. For what reason? Like you're waiting for me, even though you told me not to move and I agreed not to. Simps, it's on purpose. At some point you have to realize this is intentional. Stop giving them the benefit of the doubt and let them know, hey, you don't have to scream, what the hell? They're not going to listen to you anyway. It's going to be your fault. And once again, you know what I got told? Well, don't you think you got even? No, I didn't get even. Once again, I didn't get even. I reacted to being treated like complete and utter trash. You have no respect for me. You don't love me. It's time for me to move on. And that's what I finally did. I finally moved on. After 20 years, I finally said, hey, I'm done being a simp. I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna either explode or shut down, and I've been shutting down for 20 years. I'm ready to explode, but I don't want to go to prison as a simp. Nothing worse than being a simp in prison. I'd rather be a dead simp than a simp in prison. So I left, so I could stop being a simp. Simps toughen up, realize it's not going to change, realize when they don't respect you, realize when they don't see you as a man anymore, and either make that change and let them know what your boundaries are, or leave. And it might be time to leave. I thought it was for me. Toughen up, simps. I'll see you on the next one.
If today's story seems familiar to you, or you have a similar story, the bad news is you're a simp. The good news is being a simp is 100% curable. All you have to do is recognize that you have a problem and make the decision to change. I'd like to conclude today with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Simps, toughen up. I'll see you on the next one.